Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe it and press the bell icon when we talk about living longer and living better. One of the most important organs we need to take care of is the heart. Think about it. Your heart is your engine. If that engine is strong, the rest of your body runs smoothly. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Science shows that regular sexual activity can actually play a role in protecting that engine. When you engage in intimacy, your heart rate rises, blood vessels expand, and circulation improves in ways very similar to moderate exercise. It's like giving your heart a workout without even stepping into the gym. And over time, this consistent boost helps lower blood pressure, improve vascular health, and reduce the risk of heart disease, which still remains the #1 killer worldwide. But let's make this real. Imagine you're stressed after a long day, your mind racing, your body tense. Sex has a way of shifting your nervous system from that constant fight or flight mode into a state of relaxation. That switch helps lower cortisol levels, which in turn reduces strain on the heart. Lower stress means lower blood pressure, and lower blood pressure means your heart doesn't have to fight as hard every single day. When the heart isn't overworked, it lasts longer and you do too. Beyond that, intimacy helps increase the production of nitric oxide in the body. That's important because nitric oxide relaxes and widens blood vessels, improving circulation throughout your system. Think of it like oiling the pipes. It keeps everything flowing freely, prevents blockages, and ensures oxygen and nutrients are delivered efficiently to every part of you. That's not just good for your heart, it's good for your brain, your muscles, and your energy levels. Now, many people underestimate how much small, consistent habits add up over time. If you think of sex as not just pleasure, but also as a form of natural cardiovascular exercise, it changes the way you prioritize it in your life. Just as you wouldn't ignore the gym if you wanted to stay strong, you shouldn't ignore the health benefits of maintaining intimacy if you want to keep your heart young. The truth is simple. A stronger heart means a longer, more vibrant life, and sex can be one of the most enjoyable prescriptions you'll ever follow. We often think of the immune system as something we boost with vitamins, supplements, or maybe a change in diet. And while those things absolutely help, science shows that sex can actually strengthen your immunity in ways most people don't realize. Every time you engage in intimacy, your body experiences a surge in certain protective antibodies, specifically immunoglobulin A. This antibody acts like your body's first line of defense, shielding you from colds, infections, and other illnesses. It's like your own personal security team, constantly scanning for intruders and stopping threats before they can slow you down. Now imagine this in daily life. You're surrounded by people coughing, sneezing, dealing with seasonal allergies or the flu, and yet your body is better prepared to fight off those germs simply because your immune system has been consistently stimulated by healthy intimacy. It's not about one single moment. It's about building resilience over time. That consistency matters. Just like regular exercise builds stronger muscles, regular sexual activity helps build a more responsive immune system. But the benefits don't stop there. Sex also reduces stress hormones like cortisol. And when cortisol levels are kept in check, your immune system functions at its peak. High stress, as we know, suppresses immunity and makes us more vulnerable to illness. That's why people who are constantly stressed often find themselves getting sick more frequently. Intimacy, on the other hand, creates the opposite effect. It lowers stress, boosts mood, and primes your body to defend itself more effectively. There's also another layer to consider. Intimacy improves sleep quality. And sleep is one of the most underrated factors in immunity. During deep sleep, your body produces cytokines, proteins that target infection and inflammation. Without enough rest, your immune response weakens, but sex helps promote relaxation and restful sleep, which in turn strengthens those natural defenses. It's a cycle of well-being. Physical connection leading to stronger immunity leading to more energy, and more energy leading to a longer, healthier life. When you step back and see the bigger picture, it's clear that intimacy isn't just about closeness or pleasure. It's one of the most natural and enjoyable ways to keep your body protected from the inside out. And the stronger your defenses are, the more years you add to your life, not just in quantity, but in quality. Think about how many of us go to bed at night with our minds still racing, worries about work, bills, family, the endless to-do list that never seems to end. Stress has become such a constant companion in modern life that we almost forget how damaging it really is. It wears us down, it weakens our body, and over time, it chips away at our health. Now, here's the beautiful thing: sex is one of the most natural, effective, and enjoyable ways to break that cycle. When you're intimate, your body releases a flood of feel-good chemicals, endorphins, and oxytocin. These aren't just random hormones. They are nature's built-in stress relievers. They calm the nervous system, lower anxiety, and create a sense of safety and connection that no pill or supplement can truly replicate. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is one of the main culprits behind poor health. High cortisol over long periods leads to high blood pressure, weakened immunity, and even premature aging. But when you engage in sex, those cortisol levels drop. That means your heart gets a break, your mind feels lighter, and your whole system shifts from tension into release. It's like hitting a reset button for your body and mind. And then comes the part most people overlook: sleep. So many adults struggle to fall asleep or to stay asleep through the night. Intimacy helps with that too. After sexual activity, the body naturally produces more prolactin, a hormone closely linked to relaxation and drowsiness. Combine that with oxytocin's calming effect, and suddenly sleep becomes deeper, more restorative, and more satisfying. This isn't just about clocking more hours in bed, it's about getting the kind of quality rest where your body actually repairs itself. During that sleep, cells regenerate, memory consolidates, and the immune system recharges. Without it, we wake up exhausted, foggy, and vulnerable. With it, we wake up stronger, sharper, and ready to take on life. The connection between stress, sleep, and longevity is undeniable. Chronic stress and poor sleep shorten lifespan, while relaxation and rest extend it. So when you see sex as more than just physical intimacy, when you recognize it as a natural medicine for stress and a gateway to better sleep, you start to understand why it plays such a powerful role in helping you live longer. Because in the end, a life with less stress and more restful nights is not just a longer life, it's a better one. One of the biggest secrets to longevity lies in the way our hormones shape our health. Hormones aren't just chemical messengers, they're the silent architects behind how young or old we feel. They influence our energy, our strength, our mood, and even how resilient our bodies remain as we age. And here's where sex comes into the picture. Intimacy helps regulate those hormones in ways that directly support vitality and longevity. Take testosterone, for example. It's not just important for desire, it's critical for maintaining muscle mass, bone strength, energy, and motivation. When levels are steady and healthy, you feel stronger, more vibrant, and more engaged in life. Without it, the body weakens faster, bones become fragile, and aging accelerates. Regular sexual activity naturally supports balanced testosterone levels, helping men and women alike preserve that youthful strength longer than they otherwise would. On the other side, estrogen plays a similar protective role, especially for women. Healthy levels of estrogen support heart health, bone density, and even cognitive sharpness. But here's the catch: both testosterone and estrogen tend to decline with age. The decline isn't the issue, it's how steep and how fast that decline happens. Sex acts as a buffer, slowing down the process and helping keep those levels steadier, which means the body is better equipped to maintain strength, energy, and resilience. But it's not just about those two hormones. Intimacy also increases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, and dopamine, the reward chemical. Together, they elevate mood, lower stress, and create a sense of well-being that feeds directly into physical health. When your hormones are balanced, your body systems communicate more effectively. Your metabolism runs smoother, your heart works more efficiently, and your mind stays clearer. That kind of balance doesn't just extend your years, It makes those years far more enjoyable. What's remarkable is how something so natural and human can serve as a powerful regulator for the very systems that determine how gracefully we age. We chase diets, supplements, and new treatments to preserve youth, but one of the most overlooked longevity tools is right within reach, requiring nothing but connection, presence, and intimacy. Because when your hormones are in harmony, your body doesn't just survive the years, it thrives in them. When we think about brain health, most people picture crossword puzzles, memory games, or maybe learning a new skill. And while those activities are great, science tells us that sex also plays an incredible role in keeping the brain sharp and resilient. Every time you engage in intimacy, your brain is flooded with chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin, which not only elevate your mood, but also strengthen the neural pathways that keep your mind active and alert. It's not just about feeling good in the moment. It's about giving your brain the stimulation it needs to stay young. One of the most fascinating findings in research is the connection between sexual activity and memory. Studies have shown that people who maintain an active sex life often score better on cognitive tests, particularly those involving recall and recognition. This happens because intimacy increases blood flow to the brain, delivering oxygen and nutrients that are critical for maintaining mental clarity. That increased circulation nourishes brain cells and supports the growth of new neurons, which is essential for learning and memory retention as we age. But beyond the mechanics of circulation and neurons, there's a psychological layer that's just as important. Sexual intimacy reduces feelings of anxiety and depression, which are both strongly linked to cognitive decline. When you feel connected, when your body is releasing mood-enhancing chemicals, your mental state improves. A healthier mind is a sharper mind, and a sharper mind adds years to your life by protecting against age-related conditions like dementia. Let's not forget the impact of stress on the brain. Chronic stress shrinks areas of the brain responsible for memory and decision making. Sex interrupts that destructive process. By lowering cortisol and raising endorphins, intimacy protects the brain from the long-term wear and tear that stress causes. It's like giving your brain a shield, a layer of protection that allows it to function more effectively for longer. What all this tells us is simple intimacy isn't just about physical pleasure. It's about mental preservation. It nurtures your mood, sharpens your thinking, strengthens your memory, and shields your brain from decline. And when your mind stays strong, your life doesn't just last longer. It stays fuller, richer, and far more meaningful. One of the most overlooked aspects of longevity isn't just physical health, it's emotional well-being. Human beings are wired for connection, and intimacy plays a powerful role in fulfilling that need. Sex isn't only about the physical act, it's about the bond it creates, the sense of closeness, the feeling of being seen, wanted, and valued. That emotional connection can be just as important for living longer as the biological benefits we've already discussed. When you share intimacy with a partner, your body releases oxytocin, often called the love hormone. Oxytocin does more than make you feel good in the moment. It deepens trust, increases empathy, and strengthens the sense of partnership. And when you feel secure and connected, stress levels go down, anxiety eases, and the risk of loneliness decreases dramatically. Loneliness, as research has shown, can be just as damaging to your health as smoking or obesity. It shortens lifespan, weakens immunity, and accelerates cognitive decline. Intimacy provides a natural antidote to that isolation, giving you a sense of belonging that directly supports a longer, healthier life. There's also the ripple effect. Stronger relationships don't just bring joy into the bedroom, they translate into greater stability in daily life. People in fulfilling partnerships are more likely to maintain healthy habits, make better lifestyle choices, and support one another through challenges. That accountability and encouragement create a healthier environment, and a healthier environment leads to a longer life. Even the emotional satisfaction of knowing you are loved, desired, and valued has tangible health benefits. It lowers blood pressure, boosts mood, and even helps regulate the nervous system. When your emotional world is stable, your physical body follows. And when both are aligned, you create the conditions not just to add years to your life, but to make those years deeply fulfilling. So when we talk about sex and longevity, it's not only about what it does for your heart, your immune system, or your brain, it's about what it does for your soul. Because at the end of the day, a life filled with connection, intimacy, and love isn't just longer, it's richer, more vibrant, and infinitely more worth living.